Bitcoin climbs back above $40,000 this year. Is this the trend reversal? Today, the price of Bitcoin is a hot topic of discussion among investors. Commonly referred to as digital gold, Bitcoin has been highly volatile this year, recently dipping to nearly $33,000 per token after reaching a high of approximately $69,000 last year. Consequently, given this recent price action, some high-flying Bitcoin price predictions have started to look far too bullish. Welcome back to Investor Secrets. In this video, we're going to talk about the most recent Bitcoin bullish momentum, as Bitcoin is now trading above $40,000 per coin. Is this a real trend reversal or a bull trap? So let's get right into it. Money is trickling back into the crypto market, and derivatives data suggests that investor confidence is improving as the market forms a bottom. Bitcoin briefly reached the $45,000 milestone for the first time in roughly a month overnight, according to CoinMarketCap. It later dipped back below that mark and was last trading around $44,800 per coin. It's not clear what caused the latest surge, but the cryptocurrency's price has been improving in recent days. It finally cleared $40,000 again last Friday after weeks of losses. Still, the coin is down more than 34% from its all-time high. This week, the total crypto market capitalization rallied 15% to more than $2 trillion, which is a 35% recovery from the January 24th bottom. It's too early to suggest that the market has found a bottom, but two key indicators, the Tether/CNY premium and CME futures basis, have recently flipped bullish, signaling that positive investor sentiment is backing the current price recovery. Let's take a look at Bitcoin's chart for a possible bullish reversal. Analyzing the charts. If we take a look at the latest Bitcoin charts, we can see that the price is trading above the $43,600 mark comfortably. The $43,600 mark is an important level that was keeping the price low in the month of January, and we can now expect it to act as strong support. The new resistance we're watching for Bitcoin on the lower timeframes is at the $45,700 mark. The $45,700 mark has acted as both resistance and support in the past, and the price must overcome it to continue the momentum. It seems likely that BTC will break above this level, as overcoming the $43,600 mark is a bullish sign. The level we will be watching after $45,700 is the $48,000 mark. On the other hand, if the price faces rejection at $45,700, we will come back to retest the $43,600 mark once again. It's likely that BTC will hold this level strongly, as the buyers are now stepping in. Recent catalysts for price reversal. We've seen what Bitcoin can do once it gets moving, and while it's still early days, there's certainly reason to think the worst may be behind it. Investors had been nervous about digital currencies and other risky assets ever since the U.S. Federal Reserve signaled it may unwind economic stimulus more aggressively than expected. Governments are cracking down as well. It's reported recently that Russia is planning to regulate the cryptocurrencies as a legal asset. Russia is one of the biggest crypto mining nations in the world, but its central bank also said previously that digital currencies can pose a threat to the country's financial stability. The Russian proposal came just a few months after China launched a full-scale clampdown on cryptocurrency, banning both trading and mining. But some countries are embracing crypto. India is planning to launch a digital version of the rupee, becoming the latest country to join the rush to create state-backed virtual currencies. And electric vehicle maker Tesla still has about $2 billion in Bitcoin on its balance sheet, according to an SEC filing. We believe in the long-term potential of digital assets both as an investment and also as a liquid alternative to cash. What's next? Bitcoin looks quite bullish, with indicators nicely lining up, and there are a few ways things can play out from here according to the technical analysis. Here are the two bullish scenarios. Number 1. BTC is rejected from the $44,000 to $46,000 area and retreats to retest support near $38,700 to $39,700 before making the next push to $51,000. Traders who are bullish are hoping for this scenario to catch an entry at around $39,700, where the yearly volume-weighted average price lies as well. Number 2. BTC continues on its current trajectory without significant correction and reaches $51,000 as the first significant target. So $46,000 and $49,000 are the last remaining resistances before this level. Of course, there are a few bearish scenarios at this point as well, but they would involve retesting that January 24th low. We wouldn't expect that at this point. In fact, we wouldn't expect that until at least March, with its potential interest rate raise. So we'll need to see if the wider macro picture can be kept at bay until then. It seems like it can be, as Bitcoin's bullish push higher comes as equities remain quite weak. That's a promising sign of a potential decoupling. Reasons to be bullish on Bitcoin. Even with some headwinds, the outlook remains bullish from a medium to long-term investment horizon. First and foremost, there are concerns that there will be 3 to 4 interest rate hikes in 2022. As liquidity tightens, Bitcoin is likely to trend lower. However, it's important to note that even with 4 rate hikes, real interest rates will remain negative. Therefore, holding dollars will result in loss of purchasing power. It goes without saying that people will prefer to invest in risky asset classes that help in beating inflation. In simple words, money will continue to flow into asset classes like equities, commodities, and cryptocurrency. It's worth mentioning here that as of January 2022, the Fed had assets of $4.2 trillion on its balance sheet. However, the assets have swelled to $8.8 trillion. This is an indication of the ultra-expansionary monetary policy that was pursued in the last 2 years. All asset classes that have a limited supply are likely to gain against the dollar or other fiat currencies. Bitcoin has a limited supply of 21 million. More importantly, the adoption of cryptocurrency is on a rise. There are 81 million blockchain wallet users globally. As a percentage of the total population, there is ample scope for wider adoption. As more long-term investors hold Bitcoin, the demand-supply scenario will take the cryptocurrency higher. Another factor that makes us bullish on Bitcoin and the cryptocurrency space is institutional adoption. Data indicates that 52% of financial institutions already invest in cryptocurrencies. This number is likely to increase in the coming years. Of course, among more than 12,000 listed coins, only quality coins or tokens will survive in the next 5 years. However, the cryptocurrency space is here to stay. There are dozens of tokens that come with a strong utility. The continuing investments made by whales confirm their positive assessment of the crypto market dynamics in the long run. Even if the recent market correction within the existing price range persists, long-term investors are expected to continue accumulating Bitcoin, thus further increasing the gap between long and short-term investors. Under such conditions, the reverse in the Bitcoin market trend appears to be almost inevitable, as short-term investors will be attracted to the sector as long as the market changes its direction and BTC price starts to increase. While positive long-term assessments of BTC prices appear to be well supported, some uncertainty regarding short-term price fluctuations still exist. If you guys enjoyed this video or think it was valuable, then don't forget to hit the thumbs up, subscribe to our channel, and hit the bell icon to get notified first. Also, feel free to let us know your thoughts about the next video in the comments section down below. See you soon. Bye!